welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the light tactics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged. Panthers get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Two and now on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On the give, this is Akers. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. On play action, here's Tua. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And that'll set them back 5. Play action. Now it's Tua. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. Still 15 yards to go, second down. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They set up the screen to Penny. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Here we go.
Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Falcons 7, Panthers nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. DeAndre Carter returning it. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Big hold of the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Off the play fake. Collins. Flush to his right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball is going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second and very short, Tua. That is into the hands of Patman.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Penny. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Akers. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Nope. Where you are on the field. And he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Tua. Got an open man, it's Strong. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. Give them 18 on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cam Akers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Panthers nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check. 60 Bison.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Off play action. Collins. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Collins. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He's got Anderson right side. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
We got chips over here. Chips over here. Let's overload. Overload.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Seibert's kick is good. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Collins from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 31. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now Collins operating from the gun.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
45, 45, 45, 45. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Collins now off the play fake. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Shi Smith,
his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's up at 6 for a Panther touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Bush on the return.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Well, this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. In your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Over the middle, complete. That's Martin. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And the Falcon first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Penny, a first down carry. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll get this out wide to Penny. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Mike Strong, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Carter now on the to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey,
yards. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead.
Christian McCaffrey, the complete package. He's got the power, the hands, the agility, and he certainly also has the speed, as evidenced there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Let's go.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Akers.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a one-score game. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And now look at him go. The 30, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So they were in field goal range, chance to go to overtime, got greedy going for the win. Do you think maybe on the sideline they felt compelled to go for that win?
Sometimes that's what happens because as a head coach, you have to take the pulse of your team. You have to know where you are and how they're feeling. And maybe he thought, we've got to win it right now. Overtime, we might not have anything left for that. So maybe that's why they went for it and pressed it.
Unfortunately, it backfired. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over
at their own 41.
Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of 40.
144 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And